What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some more Watcher of Realms, and today, we're gonna push the Void Rift. We haven't done it yet, we need to get through these because they unlock a super duper awesome tank when we actually beat the Prologues to the Void Rift, so that is a very high priority. Before we do that though, I do have some resources from the event to spend. We're gonna buy out a couple of things that are freaking good, but if you guys are struggling in these events, if you're like a newer player, by the way, don't feel bad. They're very freaking hard. The curse style, I can't even do on this account at all. I get instantly decimated on. The challenge mode, I couldn't even beat easy. Okay, I got close. I got as close as I possibly could. But that's about as far as we're going in the challenge mode. Very, very tough event for new players to get all these things because, I mean, we're missing out on absolutely tons of free loot here. But we still managed through the daily fortunes and the quest completions to snag out enough of these little, I don't know what the crap they are, but those things, blade shards? What are they called? Blade shards. I was right, I'm a genius. To buy a couple of things. We already bought out the summoning crystals, of course. I bought a bunch of auto fight chances. I've been running out of those like freaking crazy trying to farm stuff. But we've got enough to buy two things here, and they actually both go together pretty well. So Estrid, we're going to snag her out. She's a freaking amazing fighter. Probably, I hate to say one of the better fighters of the epic category because we already have Wrath and he's a freak, but she's very good. So her talent gives her a chance to attack twice when she's attacking, which is already pretty good. It's potentially double damage, 1 in 4 attacks. But on top of that, her ult is a big AoE. That's a pretty good range, so that's pretty nice. It hits really hard and it boosts her attack speed. So she's smacking bunches of enemies pretty quick and very hard. That's great. But even better than that, she also inflicts defense reduction on people. So that is already pretty big. Then it's a 30% chance to reduce it by 30% once you upgrade her skill. That's great for things like guild bosses. That's really great for the second guild boss. But any kind of enemy you run into, like the heavy armored enemies, fighters that do physical damage tend to do very little damage to them, and this will make her very good not just for like that stuff, but even like Gear Raid 1, where physical damage isn't quite as good as magic damage. She's probably going to be making a bit of an appearance there as well to reduce the defense of the people up there on the barricades. So very good hero. We're absolutely snagging this chick out. Her awakens are also really good. A basic attack range +1 for her first awaken. That's super nice. That's pretty much she's going to be Ain, but better because she has AoE damage. Pretty solid. Crit rate's always nice. During her ult, she also gets a 25% chance of landing 2 strikes in a row. So that's even bigger because she's already dropping massive AoE damage. That's pretty crazy. Some cost reduction, not bad for a fighter to be able to get them out really early. Only a 14 cost means I could probably even run her in things like the AoE arena, and she'd be pretty good there. And the final one, 30% rage regen against penetrated enemies. I'm guessing that just means defense reduction, but penetrated's funnier to say. So she gets her ult back much faster than normal. Pretty solid awakens, pretty solid basic skills. We're going to go ahead and just snag her out because, of course, we're going to do that. We're going to share that, and then we're going to claim that 50 more diamonds. Oh, crap. Well, whatever. We were sitting at like 7,776 diamonds, but now that's ruined. Not that it matters. Just close to 7,777. Would have been cool. Lunacy Visor, fantastic freaking artifact. I'm not obviously going to be buying Kagiri's because I can't afford it, but I also don't need it because we're not using Kagiri on this account. Be kind of a waste. But the Lunacy Visor is a pretty solid artifact. It's class limited to fighters, so it's going to go either on Estrid or Ain. In this case, it's probably going to go on Estrid because it does heal you for every time you attack. But it also can be triggered on up to 3 targets. So AoE damage obviously is going to make this even stronger. Estrid does AoE damage. So this is going to be a really good artifact for her. We'll end up throwing that on her probably once we get her upgraded. Probably not going to upgrade her today. That'll be a future plan to go ahead and get all the promotion stones farmed up and whatever and take her like straight to 5-star or something. But there we go. Snag both those out. Absolutely huge purchases, by the way. Definitely snag them out if you don't have them. And then I'm probably going to try to save up and grab this 5-star psychic power as well. That done, I think it's time for us to go and jump into the Void Rift. We loaded up and like picked up the first free loots that were just laying on the ground, but I haven't actually fought anybody yet. So I'm assuming we can make our way through this. The power doesn't seem crazy high, 65,000 here and Also 65,000 there. So not too bad, but they do have like little mechanics in each of these fights. So in this one, you've got the adjudicators that they devour souls and they get stronger. We've run into these enemies before, but we've never actually fought like where they have like souls to slurp up. We're going to drop you, of course. I don't even know why you're in the team. We'll probably drop you, throw you in because you're useful. Drop you, throw you in because you're useful. I need a healer somewhere who is getting kicked out of the team. You. Yeah, you. There we go. So that should be good. Got our healers in. Why are you down there? There you go. That's looking okay. We could probably even drop Mari here, but I'll keep her just because she is kind of nice. This chickadee here, very good. She has a little bit of cheese potential in the challenge mode for the event, by the way. Her little crystal things that she summons will actually stop the little AoE red balls that blow up your entire team. So that's handy. Where can we place fighters? So I believe the adjudicators... Well, I don't know where they all come from. I think one comes from this top row here, so you don't want them to get down here. You need to really focus them down before they have a chance. I want to say they come from the bottom too. So having a fighter down here, I could actually probably put Wrath here, pointed up, and chop this bro before he gets a chance to get past. I'm assuming he'll one-tap him. If he doesn't, we could be in a little bit of trouble, but I think he's got it. Are you going to one-tap him? Yeah, you are. Was never worried even a little bit. So who do we want to put up on top duty? Here's going to be an adjudicator coming in now. Probably going to put her back here. I mean, it doesn't attack it right when it comes out of the gate, but it's okay. We'll probably pop him like here to slow it down. Hopefully, oh wow, good lord, little dude. I forgot this is pretty low power. Man, little bro's hitting hard, but I do kind of want to upgrade him because he is pretty freaking good. For our blocker up here, we don't really have a great way. I mean, we can do like this. And I can throw Ain in this tile here to poke down if I really need to. I might just have him poking that way. We'll see what happens. Gonna definitely need some healers down eventually, though. Will you cover every important tile? You absolutely will cover every important tile. Great place for a healer, then. Got some regular dudes coming in up top. We'll get Navras here aimed down, so he'll cover our crystal, and everybody coming in anyway. So these are the souls they drop. He probably already had one on the map, and I forgot about it. That's what you don't want the adjudicators to touch, because it is going to boost their damage and make them much more annoying to kill. I don't think it'll absorb it from that far away. I think it has to be on the tile that it's walking in or walking to. Yeah. Get freaking chopped. You'll notice there's a legendary hero on the team, Volca. She's given to you during the prologue to help you through some of the fights in case you're struggling with them or whatever. We're not going to deploy her because that would be absolutely cheating. We're going to beat this without using Volca because otherwise it wouldn't be epics only, you know what I'm saying? That would be cheatery, and we don't cheat around here because that's bad. Cheating is bad. So we got 2 enemies left. One of them down here is going to get absolutely slapped by Wrath in like, I don't know, 2 seconds. Then one up here is going to get smoked by Idril. Boop, there we go. Arrow to the face, ended that person's career. That's how you want it to be. So first wave down, not too bad. There is quite a few of them. You have like 3 different phases of the raid. Go ahead and grab out some dollars and some stamina, I guess. That said dollars, and I got XP potions. Those weren't dollars at all. But there's like 3 phases. You'll go through like a phase, then it'll take you through a portal to a second phase and a third phase. Same idea here. We're fighting adjudicators again. I'm not going to change anything up. Don't see a reason to. Let's take a look at the map. I probably should have looked at the map beforehand. Okay, on this one, we're going to end up with a lot of dudes coming down the middle. How do I want to run my team here? I can run you like this to cover the top node, like so. And they'll chop all these dudes and keep souls from getting where the adjudicators come through, because they're going to come through this back line. And we don't want them to be slurping up souls. That's bad news bears. So he's going to go ahead and chop that bro down. Got a dude coming through the middle. I think we're going to just throw Livian here in the middle. Why did I aim him down? I thought I could put people in different radiuses, but I guess it is what it is. We shouldn't have any issues. We'll just put you like this, and then we'll throw Ain down on the bottom, and he will cover this bottom node for us. Wow, even she's doing some pretty decent damage, though. I guess it is pretty low power. So we got a dude coming in up top. We are going to take it down as early as possible. I could put her up here and then just throw a healer behind, which I might do. She will take some damage here, but it won't be enough to actually cause any real problems. I'm going to go ahead and put Ain down just to make sure that we're good to go on this bottom wave. I'm not going to worry about blocking any of these. I'll probably actually just throw this guy this way. And if he needs heals, I'll throw him some heals. Magic damage doesn't do as much damage to the adjudicators, so using Navros to fight them would be kind of a waste. So I'll probably actually end up putting him on one of these bottom platforms just to take care of these guys and help Livian out because her damage isn't crazy high. Like so. And then we should be fairly good. I'll probably end up throwing Hollow over here on this side because he's not going to be... Good lord, bro just absolutely rinsed her whole lifetime. That's great. So we'll do like this. I could even throw A down, and I can't. I lied. I'm a liar who lies. I can't put her down because I'm out of deployable units. So both my crowd control units are not being used right now, but it's not that big a deal. I don't really need them at this current juncture, but those little ice traps could be very useful in stopping adjudicators from moving and keep them in hold in a bad spot where they're taking lots of damage. So I could be good here. Mari's also a pretty good unit, much cheaper than I to put out, but doesn't do a lot of damage. So we're down, we're almost halfway, a little over halfway through. Lots of souls just piling up here in this area place. But so far, they're not doing much damage, they're hitting pretty soft. This is the prologue to the Void Rift. So there's like a prologue 1 that you beat, then there's a prologue 2 that you beat, and then you actually unlock the Void Rifts that are like, that you do every week. There's an easy, a normal, and a hard or something like that, or it's like, maybe it's normal, hard, and nightmare. I don't know, there's difficulties. There you go, there's difficulty levels and it does get much harder. My main, I think, is doing the second difficulty, and that's all that it can really handle, and even sometimes it still struggles in the final boss. They get tough quick. So we're going to try to get through at least the prologues so that we can get Olag. He's a freaking amazing tank. I'd love to snag him out as soon as humanly possible. But we got like a little... These guys pop up pretty often. I'm not sure why that is red. But they're essentially just like your gold or XP raids. They're really no different. I'm not sure why that was red. We have absolutely boatloads and booty cheeks, tons of power, more than it needs. But I guess it's the gold raid is what it looks like. Do we get tons of... Okay, yeah, we have full capability to drop our entire team off rip, but it does not let you stack where they come in. A little annoying, but not a big deal. Because of that, we're going to pop you here. We're going to pop you... I said we're going to pop you here. We're going to pop Wrath up here to chop down that way and cover the middle. We're going to put you here for some of that business, and we're going to probably pop you in a viscerally type area. So things get slowed, they get nuked, everyone is happy. Get him down to slow things as well. I could just throw Voltus in here instead of Edril, and I probably will, just because he, even though he's not very strong, his bounce attack will still be pretty nice. Go ahead and throw this in 2x. Shouldn't need any healers for these waves. These are pretty much just raw damage waves. Pop her here. And this shouldn't be bad. So you do send out a lot more of the big bros in this one, but we've got plenty of block here with Livian. The stun, we should be fine. There's 5 block units between these two people. I did not put the good artifact on aim. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to need it right now, but that would be a tremendous stat boost for him in the current moment. But since we're going to put it on Estrid anyways, I'll just leave it off of him for now. But yeah, very good artifact. That's going to be a difference maker. But Wrath is going to hold this top and just absolutely slap people. Probably should have put him down here, but I don't think it's going to make a big difference. We're already down to like the final 9. Kind of chew through these pretty quick. You can let 10 things walk through. I'm not sure how that affects your rewards once they die, because I've never had one of these where they walked through on me. These are like the easiest waves that you're going to fight in the Void Rifts. Everything else is generally harder than these. They're kind of like free loots when you run up to them. So there we go. Finish that one up pretty easy. Grab all his stuff. Ah, look at that delicious lootage. Boop. Perfect. Not sure why it doesn't just stack your gold together. It's like a bunch of different stacks of 5,000. Like, just show me how many stacks of 5,000 I got, put them all together. There's little things scattered out like this. We'll grab those up, get some diamonds. There's some more over here. If you miss these, this exploration thingy won't fill all the way up, so you'll have to go back and look for them. You don't want to leave free loot laying on the ground. That's just bad news. Pretty sure that's everything. It's for free. And we'll take this guy down. So what is this? After the blasting corpse dies, it explodes. Healings from... Okay, so this is going to be where you would like someone who removes debuffs on your team. I don't have anyone who does that yet. Hopefully, eventually we will, but it's going to significantly reduce the amount of healing you receive on your heroes. This can be incredibly annoying, and I believe one of the Immortal Codex bosses also does a similar effect that lowers the amount of healing you can receive. We shouldn't have too much of an issue here. I think we'll be okay. If you snipe those things out far enough away, it's not really a problem. I'm probably going to run you like so. There is adjudicators in this one, and if I'm correct, they only spawn up top. So as long as you murk them up here really quick like, you don't have to worry about them slurping up souls. But yeah, that's a pretty big blast range. So if you have someone on this tile or they get up close to like fighters that you've placed down in these areas, that debuff to your healing can become a real problem. I'm just going to probably do Wrath right here, and he'll take care of adjudicators that come out of this portal and this portal. They should never get a chance to get souls. Although, boop, let's put you here. Just keep those souls from getting over here in this line. And I think after that we should be okay. Because these are just going to be ground units again, not a problem. We're going to throw Ain down here to throw some pokies up north. There's also going to be people that come out of this to wrap around here. As long as we can keep these guys from moving very far, very fast, we should be okay. I could even honestly put Livian right here to guarantee this person never gets a chance to slurp up a soul. But that should be fine. We'll probably end up throwing a healer right here to heal pretty much everyone, or we could throw her right here and actually heal everyone but Navras, and that seems pretty intelligent. So we'll do it that way. And then I don't think Navras is going to have any issue staying alive. He's probably not going to die. He's only taken one little bit of damage. I guess that's an archer spawned behind him or something, or walked up this way. Either way, not a huge deal. That guy came out the back. We smacked him down real fast. We do have some explodey bros here, so I can't actually pop this guy's ult to take that guy out when he's... Oh, never mind. I didn't know he was going to throw out two of them at me. I was going to let them get past me. But you can see here's the debuff. I'm not sure how long it lasts or if it tells you. It might just be permanent until you dispel it. So if it is, it is. It's not that big a deal. We'll be okay. Because he shouldn't take a whole lot of damage where he's at anyways. Already down to like, what, the final 8 enemies left. Not too big a deal. Probably going to be a couple more of these guys coming in. She's just decimating these people. I guess I can just go ahead and pop her ult. That would also have been a way to deal with those people. Gonna take out the adjudicator for me. 3 enemies left. He's taking a little bit of damage here, but like I said, I could always throw a healer on him, and I guess we will just to show you the reduced healing. So he's only healing plus 205. It still heals, it's just dramatically less than you would like to have. So yes, that gets very, very annoying. There are quite a few healers in the game right now. They've changed a couple people to actually be able to dispel debuffs on your team. Very nice for stuff like this. Being able to heal when you're not supposed to be able to heal is kind of a big deal. That all rhymed. But yeah, so there we go. That one down, not too bad. These early ones could probably mostly be to show you the mechanics of the Void Rift. And then they start getting far more difficult the further you get into it. But here we go. Here's our big boss for the wave. This guy is annoying for absolutely sure. This wave is actually pretty annoying. It might not be as bad in this lower tier rift, but he's gonna drop the can't be healed debuff on your team pretty often. He comes in from down here and then walks this thing, then walks all the way around and up into here. But you want to take him out as fast as possible. If you do not take him out very early, he's gonna start killing your heroes, and that's super annoying. Your adjudicator spawns on this map are these back 2 corners. They come in this way and then they come down. So you want to make sure that none of the enemies that spawn here or spawn here can drop souls that they can slurp. It does make things a little bit more tough. These things that spawn here actually don't walk up and in, which would be obviously very smart for them. They do walk all the way around, so you don't have to worry about them as much. Just Wakiki sneaking in. The only thing that walks into this crystal, I believe, is the boss. So it's still pretty annoying because you have a lot of different areas to defend. You can try to take out the adjudicators really early. In this case, since their power level is so low, I'm going to kind of let them walk forward, but I am going to stop probably little spawns from, getting up there. So we'll probably end up popping, I could probably, Livian's better over here, to be fair. I'll just put an Ain over here to do some pokey down this way. That should keep him out of range of the adjudicators when they spawn in, probably. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. Throw this in 2x. Make sure we know where everybody's coming from. They're going to come that way. I guess we can probably throw a hero here to take them out. Probably would have been better to have her down here so she shoots them a little earlier. Just take those dudes out. But we're going to have to defend our top crystal eventually from the adjudicators. But I also want to make sure I've got someone down here to smoke him out. So I could probably just put Wrath down there and totally decimate. The downside is I'm not sure if I'll be able to stop the adjudicators up top. We're going to try it this way just because he's such an annoying person to deal with. We're going to try to take him out as fast as possible. And he is going to absolutely pull that off. Wrath is just a freak. But we do have a guy coming up top now. I'm going to probably place... how do I want to run that? This will probably be fine. Slow it down a little bit. He does pretty good damage to him right now because it's still early on and he's not, you know, getting swarmed by high power. Here's the anti-heal bros. Very annoying people to fight. I could probably even throw Navras down here to deal with them. But it might actually even be better. I don't know. We'll just let him ride for now. I'm going to put Navras over here, I think, aimed up to deal with the adjudicators that come up top. You probably end up being unhealable, but it's not that big a deal as long as we're taking everybody out fast enough. It's not, you know, a huge problem. We'll throw a healer on them just in case. Yeah, it won't be big heals, but it'll be something. These guys, I'm not sure what their attack range is. It might be 2 tiles. It looks like it is. Doesn't really matter. 6 enemies left. Ain's keeping this controlled. I could pull this guy up right now if I was really in trouble and try to get him redeployed in front of the crystal. Right now, it's not looking like we're going to have to. I still have her ult to pop so she can take out anyone who spawns anywhere from having some kind of scary issue. But only 5 enemies left. I'm going to go ahead and pop her ult here. Take out these guys in the bottom before they get a chance to come up top. 2 enemies left. I'm assuming it'll be 2 adjudicators. Could be wrong on that. But I'm probably not. I'm not. So there's 1 coming this way. Probably going to be 1 coming this side as well. There we go. Like I said, you do want to defend your crystal normally, but taking this guy out as soon as possible is super important. And as soon as he goes down, this square right here, you can just go ahead and pick someone up. No one else comes out of there. I could have picked up Wrath, put him up top, and felt a whole lot safer about the whole situation. But every phase, you should be around 33, 66% complete. If you're not, you've missed a drop. Go back and get it. It'll be maybe a little more, maybe 34 or something when we pick this up. Ooh, a 4-star psychic power and a summoning crystal? Nice. 35. So either way, if you're not in that range, you've missed something. Go back and check. But here we go. Moving to phase 2 now. Phase 1 wasn't too bad. 70,000 power, still looking red for some reason. I like to run around and grab all of the floor loot first just because I'm weird that way. Kind of scout out the whole map. I'm not walking around in the darkness. No. No. Nice try, turd. We'll get to you later. Trust me, you'll have your turn. Grab those diamonds out. So we've got a little mini boss there. That's the purple head. Got another little gold bro down here to fight. And some more laying on the ground loot. Oop. There we go. And now I'm just going to fight this guy to get through to the other guy instead of running all the way around the rock and doing it that way. So we've got Ludwig back with the Abyssal Tentacles. This guy's kind of an annoying dude to fight because he does stop you from attacking or healing with some of your units, which can really get you. Shouldn't be too bad this early on. I think he spawns. Actually, if you have if you have a Piercer hero, like a Piercer Lord, you can put a marksman on this tile and actually kill Ludwig and make him leave early. We're gonna cover our top crystal here with probably just Wrath. I think a tentacle might spawn there. Could be wrong, so we'll just back him up 1. He should be okay. The only downside here is when he summons his little thing to like constrict your heroes. You gotta have heroes that cover your other heroes. So we're going to probably run Edril to clear off Wrath's tentacles if he gets tentacled. And since this spawned in where it did, we're going to run Navras down here to clear off Edril's tentacles. But actually, I could probably put him like right here. Aim down. That would be smarter. That way she also can cover tentacles that land on him. Because it's kind of annoying to place your heroes because you have to think of whoever he puts tentacles on, you need somebody to be able to take those tentacles off. So we're going to put a healer here. Edril can cover those tentacles. That will be fine. And then we'll throw Ain down here, or Livian and Ain on the bottom, and we should be okay. I think everything walks in a straight line here. So if we do Livian and Ain, we should be doing great. Go ahead and throw this in 2x. I think our plan has taken form. Pop you down like so. And he will be able to attack the square in front of Livian, so we should be good. He can also attack her if she gets covered up by the old Tentacruise. And then, boop. Get Ain, the old pokey master, out here, and we should be good. So as you can see, as soon as those tentacles came on my healer, she took them off. It can be very annoying if your healers get tentacled and they can't heal and no one attacks them. It can just outright kill your healers, and that really sucks. But looks like we've got this one kind of in a good spot. I'm not too worried about things. We could, I guess, run some more people out. I don't think we necessarily need to. This should be plenty of people to finish this wave. We can go ahead and... There was a tentacle that spawned up there. But if more tentacles spawn out of range, Idril's ult is super duper handy for that because she will shoot those tentacles out from all the way across the map. So if they're like in a spot like down here, they're going to smack these 2 units constantly. Idril's fantastic for that. So looks like we're about a little... I guess I could probably shoot the boss with Idril as well. I didn't even think about trying that. But there's a little tentacle we don't have coverage on. I could drop someone down to fight it, but of course she's going to attack the boss. Okay, I guess we will indeed drop someone down to fight the tentacle. There we go. Didn't get a chance to fight. Nice job, Idril. So you're still shooting the boss a little bit. Actually has almost brought him down by herself with like no buff. Of course, a cheese strat you could use in a situation like this is having like a Dolores or someone to buff Idril and then pop her ult with the damage boost from Dolores and just take out the boss immediately. No problems though. We've got everybody covered. Everyone's taking out the tentacles. When you're on these stages, the biggest thing to make sure you're taking care of is make sure no one's getting tentacled that can't be untentacled. Okay, if you cannot be untentacled, you're in trouble. So we got 2 big bros coming up top. We'll wait until they get a little bit closer, and then I'll pop Navros' ult. And Navros is a great cover here, and she's also going to need to pop her ult, take care of... I guess she's going to shoot Ludwig, of course. Go ahead and take him down. You don't have to break these to beat the stages, obviously, because we just did it. You don't have to kill Ludwig either. He just leaves. We just did it for funsies, I guess. But Navros is a really good hero for these areas because his attack range is a circle on his ult. So if someone does get tentacled that doesn't have anyone covering them, if Navros has his ult, he can probably reach them, and that will save you sometimes. So just things to think about. Move over here and take out this guy at the beginning, because I'm not going to forget you. You are going to indeed get taken down. Is there anything special on this? Or is this might also just be a Ludwig thing? I believe it is. He'll probably stand like right here. I think on this one he's kind of out of range of everybody, but it's not too big of a deal. Let's pop you down like so, just to go ahead and chop dudes. They are they Misty, or that just their special thing where they like die and come back? I can't remember. In some of these things, he'll like have skeletons that like die and get rebirth and like double. So you can have like 12 skeletons like running at you all at once. A little bit sketchy sometimes, but not too bad. I think we'll run, well, you know what we can do? Here's a crazy thought. We'll aim her backwards to punch Ain if he gets tentacled, and then we'll throw Ain behind her to punch that way and poke over her back. Now you might say, but Wrath, what if someone comes up here on this top node? And we're going to take care of that. Don't you worry about it. We'll get some damage dealers up here. Probably Idril and Navros should be fine. And we might even throw like an Elucus down here to slow people down. So we should be good. We're going to go ahead, speed this into 2 times. See who he's going to constrict. If he constricts Wrath, we can cover that. He might not constrict anybody as it's looking. So we'll go ahead and probably pop Idril, I would say right here. Aim down. And then if she gets constricted, we'll have Navros to unconstrict her. And if Navros gets constricted, she will unconstrict Navros. So he is going to be taking these guys down and multiplying them. That is super annoying, so you get extra health that way. I mean, I could run you here like this. But then, we'll do it. It's not the greatest place to put him, because if he gets tentacled, no one can untentacle him. But I can also put this guy behind him to untentacle him. But then if he gets tentacled, no one can untentacle him. We're just going to run it like it is and see what happens. These guys together should be able to take care of anyone up here. If not, I am going to throw down Mari, where she can also become untentacled, but she will slow down people on this top lane. Wrath obviously can handle this. I could have aimed him up and moved him forward. We still would have been okay. Probably would have been the smarter play. But as of right now, it looks like we're going to be okay. We're going to take down these 2 people here, and then I'm probably going to pop Idril's ult to maybe start sniping on the boss a little bit before he summons anybody. Oh my gosh, we're going to take him out? We did. Get absolutely cheese nerd. So now I have to worry about 0 tentaclings. Tentacles, not a problem. We have no healers on the map right now, but I don't think we're going to need one now. No one's really going to be taking out Wrath. I just don't see it happening. Without Ludwig here, or I think it's Ludwig, he can't duplicate the skeletons, so don't have to worry about those either. We got plenty of damage on this side, and we can slow. we're absolutely fine. 4 enemies left. Should be a walk in the park. Yeah, little cheesy Idril. She's nice for stuff like that, being able to take out bosses early. Now, obviously, once your power level is like near where the team's power level is, that strat won't be as effective unless your Idril is like really well built and you have a lot of buffs on her. But normally this one, you can't attack that boss from any of the actual platforms, so having to cheese it's like the only way. Go ahead and pop this ult here. Go ahead and pop her ult here. These are the last 2 people. And then we can always pop an ult here and freeze these guys. We don't need to. They are going to go down. But there we go. How did she take damage? I don't even know. Oh, maybe one of the little mage dudes shot her. That makes sense. There we go. Pretty easy. Not bad. Moving through this pretty quickly. Now we got to run at a very furious pace on our pony back to the people we skipped. I think one of them is going to be this bro. You do unlock auto fights in this, which is nice. The only downside is when you change your teams at all, the auto fights go away. And I think in the prologue it doesn't matter because the prologue is its own special thing and you're never going to be using it again. So like all the auto fights that you save here really don't matter. Pop you in. Go ahead and pop you in. Pop you in. Boop. Like that. Get you down. Get you down. Get you down. And throw this in 2 times. We should be good now. We already know it worked last time. I think the power level went up, what, like 8,000 power. So I feel like we're probably still in a pretty safe area. I don't think we're going to have too many problems. Guess we can just go ahead and pop some ults if we want to. Not that it's going to matter. This should be kind of open and shut. Like I said, these are the easiest ones when you get these. It's guaranteed loot pretty much. If you can't beat these waves, you are probably not going to be beating like any of the waves that you're currently fighting. You're just in trouble. They go down pretty quick. They do summon out the guys pretty fast. We just pop Navros's ult here to nuke these guys down extra quick. Just like so. 9 enemies left. I don't know if is it 9 big dudes all at once? Yeah, I think the last 9 enemies are all big chest-bearing bros. But yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Everyone should go down. I guess we can pop your ult, not that we necessarily need to, but we'll do it because it's fun. It does boost her damage by a little bit, because instead of shooting 2 shots, she shoots 3. So it is a damage boost to pop her ult, even if it's just 1 target in range. But there we go. Easy, easy. Ugh, give me your stuff. That sounded weird. Don't read into that. Okay, so there's no one else down here, I don't think. No. So now we just go up here, take care of this guy. This is Ludwig again. I guess it's kind of Ludwig's phase. This one can be a little bit annoying. We should be okay here. If I remember correctly, the bottom path to your crystal cannot have anybody on it. It does like melee. Oh, I lied. Call me a liar because I'm a liar. But these spots here can be a little bit annoying. I think what we're going to run here, because I think this sends the guy down this way first. We may not even tank this. I might just pop you down like this and hope we get Wrath back relatively quickly. And he will chop people coming down this way. So they already got quite a bit of health, but you know, they're not getting one tap by Wrath, which is nice. I guess for them, not for me. But they're not making it very far. We could put Livian down here in this little area. There will be tentacles that spawn in certain areas, I believe, up here. But this area down here is going to be the interesting one. So I'm going to do it like this, where I aim Navros this way so that he covers this platform tile. But I'm going to put Idril facing backwards. And the reason is, if Navros gets, you know, tentacrued, no one's going to be able to save him. So that's a way to keep him good. I could also have put Livian here and then put Ain here to poke over this node. He is going to do some extra summoning of dudes here, but they do park in range of Navros, so we should be fine. Healers, not sure where I want to put them. You obviously want to make sure that you've got people that can untentacle people. So the top place, we've got untentacled, untentacled. He can be tentacled still. But if I put him here, he should be able to untentacle everyone. Idril can shoot that little thing that spawns there, because that will attack this way and smack both these platform tiles. Forgot that she can get attacked from this. That's going to be kind of an annoyance, because they do kind of hit her pretty hard. And I have no way of healing her. Interesting. We should be fine, though. We should be okay. We've only got to... We can actually go ahead and just pop her ult now and start taking down what's-his-face. I don't know if she'll be able to take him down, it looks like. Yeah, so absolutely cheesed again with Edril. Just to show you how good Edril actually is. That ultimate, just being able to hit the entire map, is super nice for cheesy waves like that, where the boss is actually out of your range. Being able to hit it, super cool. Of course, she probably will end up dying because of the mages that come up top here, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Not too worried about it, because Navras will cover this by himself, and we have no more tentacles to worry about, so we should be good. Actually, slowing them down with Elikas might have gotten her killed. If they had walked at full speed, they might have been okay there. Oops. But here we go, last two people. He waited there for like absolute ages to come over here and get absolutely smoked on. But problem solved. Easy, easy. Boop, boop. 60+%. I think the boss is behind this guy. Yes, it is. And this is going to be Ludwig. I'm going to go ahead and take him down. And this is actually running pretty long. We'll probably just have to finish it here and do stage 3 next time. We do about, I guess, it looks like 2 phases in a video before we run out of time on it. So we'll go ahead and take this one down, move into phase 3, and then we'll probably do phase 3 and phase 1 of the Epilogue 2 next time if we can. So here we go. I'm not sure. I think a bunch of dudes spawn here, and it's really, really annoying to deal with. Tentacle, I believe, also spawns right here. How do I want to run this then? I'm just going to do it like this. And I'm going to run Ain this way. They'll cover each other. If a tentacle spawns up here, I can probably just out-heal it, and it's not going to be that big of a problem. What we do have to worry about is this little tile right here, because he spawns tons of skeletons on this deal here, and if you let them just constantly get, like, rebirthed and rebirthed, they will flood this crystal, and it's very hard to defend it. So what we're going to try to do here, it looks like, I want to get him here. The downside is the only way to reach him with a healer is from this tile, and the only way to untentacle him is to have a marksman on this tile. So if you put Navras here, he can't be untentacled unless you sacrifice healing him, in which case these mages here will kill him. So I'm going to run him back here like this. And they'll end up running somebody to cover him, like Edril, who can cover this top line as well. And then we should be okay for everyone being covered right now. We don't need healers yet, but if we do need healers, I can put a healer right here, like this, pointing back this way, and that'll heal everyone, and if he gets tentacled, he has plenty of people to help him out. We're going to throw Livian, hopefully before we need... Okay, we're good, we're fine. I didn't know if she's going to sneak past me a little bit. We're going to put Livian here. If she does get tentacled, it's not a huge deal. She is being healed. And she still, I believe, blocks 3 units even when she's tentacled. But we can always pop Navras's ult and attack backwards. Something to keep in mind. So here we go. We got these guys up here being annoying. And I can throw a sacrificial Voltus up here. He will die, like for sure. But being able to take out some of these skeletons early, not bad. He's not taking as much damage as I thought he would, even though he's not like really upgraded yet. But yeah, he's probably not going to survive this. I can pop Edril's ult. Take that one down and start shooting the boss. She's going to swap targets. That's okay. She's not going to be able to kill him this time, it looks like, but not a huge deal. We don't have to cheese him to succeed in these areas. Or do we? We don't. We don't. We're fine. But these guys will handle this just fine. We do have a tentacle over here. I could put him this way, and if he gets tentacled, I can always pop Navras's ult to free him. But he is getting healed, and he's not like instrumental to our, stopping of enemies in this area. Shouldn't be a problem. It's been picking Navras like every time, and he's getting instantly freed by Edril. But yeah, just make sure on these stages your dudes are covering each other, because if they're not, you can end up in some really annoying situations where you've got enemies that you could normally fight, and then you can't. Of course, there's going to be a dude spawning in, so you'll probably get a smack out here. Yeah. So you see how much damage that does? Significant amounts of damage. That actually, I probably should just pop Navras's ult here and attack backwards, because they're not going to get it. So everyone just got absolutely smoked by that thing. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, is those little tentacles that spawn in are very annoying. Unfortunately, Edril's ult was attacking all the wrong things. It happens. You can, I believe, we're not going to place this chick down because she's a legendary, but you can place a unit on these tiles back here to deal with those tentacles. So far, we're okay. Navras stayed alive. He's kind of our or win condition. Because, you know, he's going to stop anything from like, oh, is he going to actually fight us this time? Oh, I guess that makes sense. He's the boss this go around. We have a tentacle going to be poking on us pretty soon. If we kill the boss beforehand, it's not a problem, and we should. We did. But yeah. So as you saw, once they start attacking, there's a little wind-up animation before they attack the first time, but once they start, the attacks roll out pretty quickly, and they can absolutely decimate your team very, very fast. So I should have popped Navros's ult immediately. I was just hoping Idril would take it out with her bow. She didn't, but he could reach back there and hit it, which is, you know, just nice. Like I said, Navros is great in like all content. This just highlights other areas where he's just really, really good. But there we go. Boss of Phase 2 complete. Grab all this loot out. Another 4-star Psychic power. I will absolutely take that. Let's go ahead and claim all this delicious loot out. Quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit of stuff for a little bit of work. And then we're gonna have Phase 3, I guess, next time we run Void Rift, and we'll probably start into Prologue 2. But I think that's where we're gonna have to leave it today. It's already been running like 40 minutes. That's my bad, peeps. Check the shop before we go. I did actually find, before we leave, I snagged out another mythic extract for $300,000. The craziest luck ever. I'm never seeing those things, and all of a sudden I've seen them like all the time on this account, which is freaking great. So we can probably promote Navros later. We won't do that right now because, you know, this is the end of things. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.